So, you got back into comics and started crying.
I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called Bindu.
This is the I Ams. I did. I mean, it's in an episode, but yeah. I am all caught up on grommets and can't wait for the last issue.
Right, but what about the Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips duo?
So since I'm all caught up on grommets, I have this Kill or Be Killed book I'm reading.
Straight up.
Comics.
Yep.
And so I spent a lot of yesterday reading that book. I had started, there's like every 20 pages or so, there's just a red page. So since I have the trade paperback, I'm using that as a stopping point every once in a while, So I think I read the first 2 batches before it got to a red page, and I stopped reading it. This is maybe last week. Then I was away for the weekend. And since I was away for the weekend, I kind of took yesterday to just relax. Because in my mind, it was like, you worked all weekend.
Right.
Even though it was like, it's what I want to do and fun, it was lots of driving.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, it wasn't, you can't look at it as just the 45 minutes we played on stage. It's the whole thing.
California is a big-ass state, and you drove half of it.
Yeah. So, yes, I kind of took yesterday to just relax. Even though, I did some chores and I, did some stuff for us. I did some stuff for me and Andre. It was like, I kind of took yesterday to relax. So I did a lot of reading of that book.
Oh, kick back with the comics and the Chronic?
The Chronic came later, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was reading that book, and I love that book.
Okay, so the comic that you're reading right now is by a duo, Ed Brubaker, writer, Sean Phillips, illustrator, and they do crime noir comics. There's no superheroes, there's no superpowers.
No, this is real people. Well, there is an entity in the one I'm reading.
Sure.
So far, I mean, I don't know what it's going to wrap up to.
But there's not like a Superman.
No.
Or a Batman.
No one in a cape,
Right, because, when people are listening to us talk comics, there's fucking Dr. Doom in the background.
I'm not interested in superhero comics, sorry.
No, I get it. I'm the one that told you about...
I want the real gritty shit. Yeah, you were like, go ask about Ed Brubaker and
Sean Phillips.
Sean Phillips.
And these guys just out the park every fucking time. So much so, Netflix just picked them fucking up, and their show Criminal is going to come out. So it's exciting times.
Is it based on one of the books?
Yeah.
Or it's its own thing? It's based on one of the books?
No, it's based on the book Criminal.
Okay. And is it going to be animated or live action?
Live action.
Okay.
I wish it was animated.
Sure.
God damn, that'd be awesome.
Man, I want Grommets, the animated series. Just make the whole damn story be so good.
That'd be difficult to do because,
I don't care.
Because, the Spider-Man comics, in 1990, Marvel gave Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, and Spider-Man for that year has never looked better, ever.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the comic that you're reading right now looks so good that they could not do that in
No,
animation.
I totally understand that. It's just, I want it so bad.
Yeah. No, but I get it, though. That's why that hand-drawn animation shit is just amazing. Anything from the 90s is great. All that anime shit, it's all perspective and math and all that drawing shit. I love it.
So yeah, yesterday, I'm about halfway through the book now. And it's a thick book.
Yeah, man.
And I'm halfway through and it's like, I love it. It really is it's one of the things where I could shut everything out, don't have to look at my phone, and can just focus on for some reason. Dude, I have the TV on in front of me. I'm playing with my phone.
I fucking get it because it's like 1978 somehow.
Yeah. Somehow you're like, I don't want to touch my phone. I want to keep reading this.
It's Quentin Tarantino almost. Very-ish.
Yeah.
You could come up with the soundtrack for the book.
I could see the live action version of it.
Absolutely.
It's that well done. It's like I'm watching it as a live action thing almost.
I agree. Yeah, I first found Ed Brubaker. He was writing for Batman in the fucking 90s, dude. That Batman had this thing called Batman Murderer, Batman Fugitive. It was pretty fucking fun. And he finished it all up at the end. That's the first time I learned about Brubaker.
All right.
And then later on, I'm reading these exploitation noir crime books. They just look great. They look antiquated, but they're new. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm flipping through it. What the fuck? There's so much.
Yeah.
When did this come out? These guys are just
we were talking earlier. It's like the book I'm reading, it could take place in 1978. Yeah. But it's taking place, it's current, because they're talking about Facebook and Uber and stuff like that.
You're talking about this guy, Killer
Yeah.
Be Killed,
Yep.
right? But this is what got them their start.
Oh, this is their first one?
Yeah.
And this is the one that's going to be the show.
Yeah, and it was a whole bunch of little ones, but this is the hardcover collection, right? And this is fucking volume 1. Dude, it's big.
Okay.
So yeah, anyways, whatever. Fun times, but now it's going to be on
Is this
Netflix.
something that you could get at like Barnes & Noble?
I believe so.
Because I know that there's some graphic novel-y type books that like they will have at Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble's is no comic book shop. But...
See, like, I think that all of your, what's his face? Jim Food book, like art books, I don't think you're going to really find those at a comic book shop.
But that's where I found them.
Yeah, well, the Moth Food books...
Or I ordered them from his website or something.
He's a little
So
different
you
now,
don't even
too.
know.
40-ounce
He
comics.
doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, don't
I'm
listen
sorry,
to me.
I
I'm
took
the
your-
worst.
I took your... I didn't know that was yours on the...
Oh, whatever.
Oh, look at that.
Premium high.
Wow. And whose shirt is this?
That's Chris Lujan's shirt.
Dang.
Oh my God, it felt so good when you were waving that around in front of me like a nice fan.
I know. It is warm in here, everyone. We have
It's
all the
dripping
lights
down my
on.
back.
We have the
Shit.
lights on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I was looking at this when I was fucking...
Last night?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
You didn't tear it all apart?
No. Look at that.
See, this was one of my favorites, and this was my, like, the wallpaper on my phone for a long time.
Right, just
This
the illustration.
image. Yeah.
And then, so when this came out in the book, I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah, Jim Mahfood, everybody. He's the greatest.
And now Macio's into it. He's got his next Spider-Man comic coming out tomorrow.
Oh,
we got to go get it.
No shit. That's right. It's New Comic Book Day tomorrow,
And,
Wednesday.
and I want to go to the skate shop, too.
Where's the skate shop?
There's a record store in Walnut Creek called Up the Creek Records, and they actually have a skate shop built into the store.
That's sick.
I think there's, I don't know if it's co-owners or what, but it's definitely like employees and a deep love for skateboarding.
That
so they
is
have like
sick.
decks and trucks, and I have a deck that I bought years ago because me and Jacob were skating, and we went to this skate shop that we had been to a couple times, but we get there, there's a line out the door, and we're like, what's going on today? And it's like, oh, they're closing. So everything is like on clearance. And it was like, oh shit. So that day I bought like 2 skate decks. So I have one that is just still in the plastic.
Nice.
So I need to get like trucks and wheels, bearings, like all of the other shit. Because I want to start
paint it?
if you want.
Yeah, let me paint it first
Okay.
before you put it all together. And I'll varnish it.
But then I'm going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah. I'll put a
Isn't that
platypus
kind
on
of
it.
the aesthetic?
I'll put
guess.
the platypus on it. It'd be cool as
guess.
shit.
I don't want to just spend time working on it and then I fucked it up.
Well, no. What's funny is the best part about us being artists is that I know a guy. If you fuck it all up, I know a guy.
That's true.
So it's funny how we're talking about Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, comics, getting you, and you picked up grommets, and then you're like, I might pick up skateboarding
And
again,
then it's like,
motherfucker.
fuck it, I am who I am, you know?
Skater,
Yeah.
punk rock. You're gonna start skating again,
I'm going to start pushing around. I ain't going to try to get all my tricks back.
dude. Don't
Exercise.
do tricks. Don't do fucking tricks. Fuck tricks. But when you dropped in,
No tricks.
I like that. Hell yeah.
No.
I like.
I
that.
tried to break my finger like yours too.
No, man. When you dropped in that skate park, and I saw you go around so smooth,
Yeah, that's all I want to do.
I was like, I've always dreamed to do that. I
you know,
wanna do that.
these they have skate parks now. I think it might be called a pump track. I could be completely wrong, but it's basically like, if you could imagine, there's like no ramps, right? But it's like, it goes like this, and then there's like turns and stuff. So it's basically like you just pump and you could just go around, up and down and around or whatever.
Centripetal force, and just keep it going.
You don't have to do any tricks. It's just about
That's
keeping
all I
that
want.
going. That's all I want too.
Oh man, that's great. And it's just funny because an episode ago we were talking about how comics and skateboarding are basically
The same history.
Yeah, and comic books just brought you back into skateboarding.
It's true.
Crazy.
Fucking Rick Remender and Brian Posehn.
Fuck yeah. You can see that face right there. Right?
So what about comics? This is where I just say, edit, and then it jumps to a whole different episode. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
And we're back. What about skateboarding
Hell yeah.
and comic
So,
books?
when are you going to start skating?
I don't know, because like I said, if we go to the comic book store, when we go to the comic book store tomorrow, we could also go to the skate shop. I could get everything I need and have a ready to go board. But like, where do I skate? And no, I'm good. And do I skate by myself? Which is like, sure you can, it's not as fun as skating with a crew.
That was my follow-up
And
question.
like,
There you go.
I'm in an area where it's like super hilly and rough roads. They're not the smoothest of roads. So it's like, I don't know if I want to start going down hills and stuff like that. I got to like work up to it. So like, I don't know where I'm going to go.
Yeah, you kind of live in an area where you got to be a pro skater already just to fuck around.
Yeah. Like I look at the hills that we used to go down and go like, were we crazy?
Yes, motherfucker, you were insane.
Well, that was the fun of youth. The fun
Yeah.
of youth is insanity. It's not earned. It's just there.
Not only that, but you remember when we were little, we would fall down and get hurt and heal up in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, now. I fall
I
down.
know.
Dude, it's like 2 months.
See, so that's the thing. I get on a skateboard, I fall down. How is me falling down now?
Fun.
As opposed to 20 years ago.
It's fun because the injury will become a new permanent friend.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, now you're creating stories,
Yep.
memories. I earned this limp when I over this curb in the, yeah.
Well, I can tell it's gonna rain because
Yeah, I could feel it in my knee.
straight up, man.
Shit.
I cannot wait to see you skate again. It's exciting.
Well, like we have a tennis court up by my house, and it's like I could skate there because the ground, there's nothing smoother than a tennis court. But like
indoor anything?
at the Sun Valley Mall, believe it or not, there's basically like a skate park in the mall now.
Where?
It's on one of the like, you have the main mall, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like every once in a while you have like these side exits that go to the parking lots.
Yeah.
So on one of those side exits in one of those businesses,
Okay.
there's like a skate park. It's actually pretty dope. It's small-ish, but it's all wood.
Okay.
So it's like a legit like skate park.
cool.
And I think you pay by the hour. You could probably get like a membership where it's like you pay so much a month and then you could kind of skate it for however many hours.
I bet they
or
have-
maybe it's unlimited even.
I bet they have an incredible deal just to keep you coming there.
Probably, but you can pay it by the hour. But like, I don't know if I need something like that. That might be like beyond what I'm interested in doing,
It's a long way. Yeah.
So, but like I said, the tennis court, but it's not like there's no there's no curbs, nothing in a tennis court. It's just flat. So it's like, I could do that. I could roll around. How fun is that? That's when I would probably be like, okay, I better start doing some tricks because I would be,
But that's when the injuries occur.
Exactly.
I just want the thing that you were talking about.
kickflip. Yeah, like a pump track.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch that shit on YouTube in a
That
minute.
just sounds great. Yeah.
Skateboarding, comic books.
I can't fucking wait for you to start skateboarding, man. Because that's going to inspire me to skate.
You said that.
I just want a longboard to like smooth, nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the same as what I want to do, except for just on your traditional like skateboard.
Yeah, you like that small shit because you're all cool.
I do. Yeah, I'm one of the cool guys.
We still got that punk rock in you. You can't get rid of it.
I guess so. I don't make any punk rock music though. I never really did though, ever.
What in the fuck is up with that?
I mean, we had punk rock-ish songs in Underground
Oh
Agent
my
6.
god, you guys!
Which
this
was our band.
motherfucker is a punk rock skater. He gets up and he plays the bluesiest blues, the funkiest funks, the grooviest jams. It doesn't make any
The
sense.
grooviest jams.
Yeah,
Um,
you play my heart.
I don't know. I loved punk rock. I loved certain bands that were punk rock. But yeah, I never really played punk rock. It was just, I don't know, like I was always into playing funkier, more soulful styles of music. Not that I guess punk rock can't. Fugazi is funky and soulful as hell.
Absolutely.
And they would be considered punk rock.
Yes.
And they're probably my favorites. And I bet there's like some people who would watch and be like, they're not punk rock, they're hella
course.
mainstream or whatever,
Of course.
But like I always leaned into like funky stuff, like when I was playing. But yeah, I listened to plenty of punk rock.
It's because you
ish.
grew up in the 70s.